Exactly, we're back. Hang on, the Russians weren't natty?
I used to think Nabil was a natty.
I thought they were injecting him with glutamine.
Yeah, they still suck even though they're on shit, which is pathetic.
And if you break like a world record, auto test no matter what. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do.
You can get that shit out of your system within 24, 48 hours. Take a piss and be clean.
PWRBLD TV, the greatest YouTube channel in the world. Exactly, we're back.
Bird, what's the hot take you got?
I got it.
You got
Let's go. Collin Whitney, jump over here. You ready, Mikey?
Run it back.
We're in it. Guys, here we are. PWRBLD TV, the greatest YouTube channel in the world. Make sure you sub to the channel. Do it now before we get started. We're back with another episode of On the Spot. Today's topic for these young gentlemen, do you think there's any tested lifters that might not be natty competing in those tested federations? So like a USAPL or like a Powerlifting America. Hit them, Tyler.
Easily, all day long. I mean, there's people that easily just run stuff for like, a 6 to 8 month period, then they cycle off and they get it out of their, system and then they're good to go. I mean, it's not hard. I do it.
Good answer.
He said I do it. Look, all I'm going to say is there's a reason why major sports like NFL, UFC, MLB, cycling, whatever, you name it, they fucking urinalysis. They have enough money to do blood full spectrum tests. They don't for a reason. It's because they know you can get that shit out of your system within 24, 48 hours. Take a piss and be clean. There's a lot of people that I personally know here within this realm of sports that take shit, but they still compete natty. It's like, just go compete with the other motherfuckers who are taking shit and just push yourself a little bit further. No, they are, and I'm calling them out. Like, stop being a pussy. Just compete with the strong guys that are taking shit, and you'll be all right. But look at the whole Russia scandal with the Olympics. They were doing it for years. You think the U.S. wasn't doing that shit too? We just didn't get caught.
Hang on, the Russians weren't natty?
No.
I thought they were injecting him with glutamine. I misread Rocky 4.
But there's definitely people in the IPF. They might not be from America, but they very well could be. The testing protocols over in different countries aren't the same. Like, they've came out and said that, I think. I should have fact-checked that first. But even hotter take, in local federations or just like big federations in the United States, I think there's a lot of people that are actually probably taking drugs, and you probably wouldn't think they're taking drugs because they're coming in the bottom of the leaderboards. So
they still suck even though they're on shit.
Yeah, they still suck even though they're on shit, which is pathetic, and then they have no moral integrity where they're competing in a tested federation, still coming in dead last. Witnessed it before. I'm not going to say your name, but you know who you are. You know who you are. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's pretty fucking sad.
Absolutely. Across the whole spectrum, at the tippy top and also at the fucking bottom. You go to a random ass local meet, there's someone's getting popped. Look at the freaking the pop sheet that they have. Like all these feds have like, their fail sheets. Bro, you have people that barely total in fucking anything and they're like getting popped for shit. The tough thing is who's natty, who's not. And you'll see like Ashton's my boy. I fucking love Ashton. I personally think he's natty. You'll see that guy walking around and you're like, how the fuck is that guy natural? Some people are just genetically fucking gifted and you just genuinely don't know who's on and who's not. I'm with Perp. The whole issue with the testing, like, why aren't they doing blood sampling? Why aren't they a little more aggressive with it? Kind of comes down to like, they want to save money. They just want to do the easiest route. Just be like, hey, look, we're testing. They're going to piss in their cup. Now, is there a conspiracy on who they let know ahead of time? Oh, no, we randomly test. We randomly test. Oh, are you sure? Are you giving them the heads up a month or two out? By the way, we're going to randomly come by, June 15th. Make sure you're around, I don't want to dive too much into that because I don't know for sure, but I absolutely think people are running across the spectrum. And I'm with Tyler. Bro, just fucking compete untested.
Not that bad.
Don't be cheating yourself. Oh, all right.
Hit him, Perp. Hit him.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you're under Joey Flex's system of training, I'm highly speculative of what you're doing. And not because of like anything or anyone in specific, but there's just a lot of shit going on that doesn't fully make sense. And then I personally know some people that I'm like, interesting. So if you're doing it, but your coach isn't doing it, that's weird. Why would he be training you to be better? And how would he know to train someone who's on certain substances if they don't have experience with that? So that's just my take. I mean, but what do I know? I'm like 2 years into powerlifting. I don't know shit.
Another big red flag, in my opinion, are the elite lifters that have been, USAPL, IPF, whatever. that are ridiculously naive. And I'm not going to name names, but there's some out there that'll claim there's absolutely no way that IPF and USAPL lifters are running at the highest level when there's no money in the sport. So why would somebody juice and do all that stuff when there's no money involved? And I'm just like, bro, there doesn't need to be fucking money involved. People just want to be the best just to be the fucking best, man.
Definitely, a lot of people lie about if they have dabbled with stuff. For example, I mean, like, I've got friends and, you know, people I know that have taken, for example, SARMs or like a very low dose of stuff in high school, and then they stopped, found that they're fucking morons, you know, whatever. Somehow their test levels didn't crash, you know, who cares? But, you know, in my opinion, it's like, oh, well, you ran something at some point, you know, you can at least mention that, who cares? But anyways, I do have a wild take, and this is not me shitting on him. I love him, we're good friends. I used to think Nabil was a natty. He is, and the reason why I say that is because, for speculation, like, he literally is one of the, like, the 1% of lifters. I think one of the reasons why you can see that he definitely is natty, or more than likely natty, I would say with how devoted he is with the religion. Fasting, I would say fasting is probably the easiest thing and like the biggest giveaway that he probably isn't running stuff, because if you're running stuff, you need to be eating. You can't just take shit and then be like, oh, I'm good, like, I don't need to eat. You like
Ramadan for
yeah, like, I'm gonna do Ramadan for a whole month, you know, like, bro's just different. He literally is top 1%. He can pull, like, I would be like, wow, is he running gear? He's literally deadlifting 6 times in a week. I did that once, and it was kind of fun. I would do it again. It's gotta think about it, you know, use your common sense, like, oh, this person hasn't competed in the last year and a half and kind of blowing up. It seems like they might be running something, and then all of a sudden they stop. Probably because they hopped off shit.
I feel like there's definitely people who are running shit and then trying to slide under the radar. But to be honest with you, I feel like most of them are like you said, or whoever said that. Maybe, was it Collin? Where it was like, they're probably not even top 5. They're probably not even top 10.
They're not even good at it to get noticed.
They're just not great at the sport.
Imagine taking gear and not getting recognized.
No, honestly, like, that's where I feel like a majority fall. If you actually look, I believe the USAPL definitely posts who gets popped, who doesn't.
They do.
And by the way, Russ Swole actually gets literally tested the most out of anyone, so shout out to him. He's passed the most drug tests, I think, out of any lifter in history. And I know he gets like the most accusations, but there's probably a ton of other people that you would literally never think of that probably place top 25 maybe, and those are the guys who are getting popped. But either way, I feel like a lot of times people don't realize there's just extreme outliers. So you have the Russ Swoles, you have the Jesus Oliveras, you have the Bobs, you have the Ashtons, who are literally just genetic freaks. And unfortunately, guys, you just don't have the same genetics, and that's okay. We're not all built the same. Those guys could probably be successful at whatever sport they dedicated time to, and I think we just all have to understand that.
I remember Liam was upset because he was competing at USAPL, then USPA, all that other stuff, like, and he pulled in a USPA meet. I don't know if it was tested or not. I don't know. Don't quote me. But he pulled 800. Like, you know, he broke the record, whatever. And he told me, he was like, I didn't even get drug tested for that. Like, how the fuck are you not going to drug test me for breaking a world record, whatever, like that. So that's always, you know, something funny. You know, they don't drug test.
Let me see. No. A little side note. That is the only thing that I feel like these federations got to get kind of squared away is, why the fuck are we doing random testing? Random? Dude, test the top 5 or 10 of each division, depending on the level of meet. If it's a local meet, do the top 3. If it's a national meet, do the top 5 or 10, depending on how big the meet is. Only test the people that it really matters where the placing comes into play.
If you have like over 500 dots, auto test, and if you break like a world record, auto test, no matter what. It doesn't matter what the fuck you do.
We appreciate you guys tuning in. Let us know in the comments if you think there's people skating by in the IPF and these other drug-tested federations that might be taking some shit.
There is.
Let us know.
If you're stronger than me, you're taking shit.
Make sure you sub to the channel, share with your friends, like, ring the notifications bell so that way you know when the next episode of On the Spot is on. We appreciate you guys. Peace.
That was the best one.